Yeah, if I used to stay in Europe, maybe I would have never played in this big festival. Maybe I would have never have my own company.
First of all, thanks, man, for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's like pretty fun that I have traveled in Vietnam and I met you, and now we're doing a podcast. So yeah, thanks for doing that.
My pleasure.
Do you want to share a little bit about yourself first?
So my name is Romain. I'm 34, graphic designer for about 20 years. And I set up my company in Vietnam for about 7 years. And working mainly with branding and graphic design, build a website, both for digital and printing, with around 300 customers for the past decade. And
huge clientele. Yeah. And you're also doing a lot of music. You have been in huge lives with hundreds of people, thousands.
Yes, and thousands. Yeah, music is like my second strings of my bow. And also been doing that for about 20 years. Just practicing when I was young, and then also doing my own productions and remixes. Doing some DJ set and some live acts with some few instruments.
Awesome. I think we're going to talk about all of that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. First question I ask everyone is what's your goal and how far do you think you are from getting there?
I don't think I have like a real goal, like a really clear vision of what I want. But yes, every day try to make things better than I used to do the day before, and try to learn some new skills when I can, and try to find bigger and bigger customers, and step by step to make my company grow. And that's it. No clear vision yet. I'm still following the flow.
Okay. Sounds like a goal also to follow the flow. Whatever, whenever, whoever rejects you.
See the opportunity that comes to me and seize them.
Yeah. And you have a creative agency, 8am. First of all, I like the name.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't choose it. It was my previous business partner who chose it. Then, to be honest, I haven't had any idea of how to name it, so I just kept it like this.
Sounds cool.
We already have all the name for the domain and all the social networks. So I see now there is some other companies having the same name, but they have to put some dash line or some dots or some weird naming, but the proper naming.
You're the first one.
Yeah. So
that's cool. It's nice.
So I keep it.
And you have come to Vietnam 13 years ago?
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's a lot of years.
That's a lot. It's basically a third of my life already. Maybe more than a third.
Yeah.
So I was 21 when I arrived. Kind of young. I'm still young today, but...
Did you came with a plan to stay like long term, or it became like a goal later?
I think in my head it was like already settled that when I left France, I say I want to discover new things. Vietnam was the first destination, obviously, and then I stayed. But maybe I would have moved to another country or something. I needed to see other places of the world.
Cool. Yeah. Sounds exciting. I would love to come here and stay like long term.
It is very very nice country to live in. Very chill. People, they can see Vietnam like as like a not developed country, which compared to some country Europe, of course, is not as developed, but the lifestyle here is quite pleasant. Even if it's a communist place, in a way you feel a lot of freedom in your movements, in your everything.
Even in the everyday, like the way that you drive, you can feel the freedom. That it's like way more free to...
Yes, and like people are mostly living in the streets, so they go out to eat every day almost, because you can, for $1 or $2 you can have a full meal. And basically
I love that.
People going out a lot, and sometimes there is some big families, they all live together in a small place, so that's why they need to be out a lot.
Okay.
Because like for example, the grandparents, they got a house, then the children live there, and the grandchildren live there. So it's maybe like 10 people in 20 square meters. So sometimes you just go there and sleep and you need to be out of the rest of the day.
So in the beginning, you had a bar, or did you do something else in the beginning, or way before the creative agency?
The thing is, when I arrived, I didn't really want it to have an office job. I say, I need to do something else, and I wanted to explore the music side of my artist stuff, and so I got the opportunity to buy back a bar in the old quarter of Hanoi, and after 9 months in Vietnam with a friend, we bought it 50-50, and we keep it 5 years. That was the length of the contract. But after that, nightlife and drinking and being happy, smiling every day, whatever happens, it's quite difficult. So when you're young, it's fine. But when you start to getting old, it's more and more difficult to stay up late all day. No weekends, no day off.
So was it sudden, like the movement to design, or it was like a smooth transition? You were already doing design?
Yes, I was already doing design, and even with that, I was still a designer, doing all the design I needed for my bar. And that helps a lot to when we do events and stuff, to bring more guests with nice flyers and invitations and stuff.
Yeah, true. And you had like a background, I remember, in architecture before coming here?
I studied, so basically it was a mix of graphic design and interior architecture. So, but at the end, I still prefer to do the graphic design.
Yeah. More exciting?
I don't know. I think it suits me better compared to interior architecture. It was... At the beginning, I didn't know, but after the studies, I knew it was graphic design.
Yeah, and you also transitioned from nightlife to 8 a.m.
So basically, I was famous for being known as sleeping late. And people are having fun, like, why your company is 8 a.m. and you never be awake at this time? So I was saying, that's the time I go to sleep. But now I actually wake up early now because, when you have proper company with people to manage, you need to true. You need to wake up in the morning. Like the motto of our company is the early bird catch the worm. So so true. If you're not waking up, you're not catching anything.
Agree. So most of your clients are from Vietnam?
Yes, most of them from Vietnam. I would say we have maybe more Vietnamese than foreigner customers. Maybe a bit more Vietnamese, And I also have some customers from abroad who contact me via my website.
Is it from Asia or the whole?
Anywhere. Europe? I got some customer from the US, from Africa, from Australia, so Europe as well. And most of them, maybe all the continents already. So that's cool. But of course, mainly in Vietnam and even more in Hanoi, we're in Hanoi, and people, they like to at least maybe see you one time in real to then after we can work by mail or whatever communication service we can use. But of course, when people, they are trying to find a creative agency, Hanoi, they try to find somewhere they are living, even if with our job we can do for anywhere in the world.
It's for me, I didn't really have any local clients. It was the opposite. So, I can understand that feeling of not knowing the other person. Like, not for them, it was very weird to start working with me, like without meeting me. So
Before, what I did is I did some logo contest on a website called 99 Design. So it was a bit weird for me like to work like this. I didn't know. So I think I did about 100 contests. I won about 10 of them. And so now I used to do that for fun when I got some free time in COVID time,
you went back into it? When you were in a...
No, I just started during COVID.
You did it during
COVID, yes. Why not? So sometimes it's frustrating to work there because you think you do something great and the client, you see what they choose at the end, you're like, oh my God, this guy doesn't understand anything. But
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, you pay for what you get.
Yeah, I think, I was in the 99 design, like way in the beginning, like I was still in school, but was trying to find freelance clients.
Okay.
And from graphic design school, I realized I don't have any experience with how to talk with clients, how to read a brief. So I found that website, and I was trying to, it was like a training to try to read the brief correctly and also communicate with the client. So I did it. I also did the same thing, mostly as a training thing. I didn't expect to win any of them. I think I won, maybe also around 10, something like that. And then
So yeah, basically I start 9 design within the COVID. Like some of my guests have to close their business, so they basically don't have job for me, and also there are no new guests coming because everybody was staying home, and I still got a few projects. I mean, compared to maybe people in tourism industry or like hospitality, where for them it was like zero business. I think for us graphic designer, we still have some job because not everything rely on COVID. You know, some activities still going on. So anybody who's doing a business need a graphic designer. So that's why I think in our industry we are quite spared, even if we lose a bit probably. Of course, some people more than the others, but I think it's still managed to survive in this time.
Yeah. So you jump immediately. You didn't work for any office. You immediately jump into your own business.
Yes, correct. So when I was already like doing design since I was young on my laptop for fun. Then in France, when you are, I think it's 12 or 13 years old, they ask you to go to a company for 1 week of your choice to make like a week internship. And at the time I already chose a branding agency. So
sounds nice.
That's why, you know, I say, I like the idea of drawing and logos and stuff. So I found that company, and it was fun. It was fun for there. And so basically since the beginning it's almost written that I'm gonna be
I think if branding. You look back when you are younger, you can immediately see like the signs of where you were going.
I remember when I was like even younger, I have kind of small notebook, and I used to draw logo on it, to redraw logos like Nike, Adidas, or whatever the logos. I was doing that already. So
here you go. Yeah, you already knew. So is it difficult to start like a designing business in Vietnam?
Yes and no, because I would say if you have like find a good lawyer and you want to set up the company, there is always a way to do it for not that much money. Of course, when you set up a company, you always lose money. But as mine, which is like mostly online, when I handle my staff only by mail or we meet in coffee and stuff. So that's easy to manage. And to set it up was not, it took me about 2 months when I decided to do like proper, before I was just like freelancing and still having clients like this, but when I decided to focus 100% on design.
And you do mostly like branding, and then I guess they need like the graphics cards, website, and extra things.
Actually, it really depends. Some customer they come to me, they say, okay, I'm launching a new brand, so I need everything. Some customer they just want to redesign what they have, or some customer they just want to have more design of more stuff. So it's really a large panel. It's
are you doing also like, so I went recently to Viet climbing, which is a climbing center here in Hanoi, and I then saw that it's in your portfolio. You're the one did the branding, but also the gym inside, the walls and everything still has the branding. So were you in charge of that? Like
no, actually it was a architecture company who did the interior design, and then from the 3D I received, I tried to find a way to make a branding and the inside they did to look similar. So sometimes I'm the one working first, and then the interior designer follow my job, or sometimes it's the other way around.
Okay.
So it depends on how the client, they organize themselves. Maybe for them the branding is more important, and then the interior follows. For some clients is the opposite way. So again, it's always you need to adapt to the needs of the customers.
And is it difficult to do the branding in Vietnam? As you said, it's like a development country.
Yeah, I would say design is also in development. Like sometimes I think to me this is great ideas and great design and really like innovative. But at the end, when the customer see that, you say, "Oh, it's a bit too crazy for me. I need something more simple, something going." So the job is to find the balance between something the client wants, which is sometimes boring and out of context, and a mix of my crazy ideas, something like never seen before, and people are like shocked. So you need to find the balance in the middle. So every time the client try to bring him to his way, and I try to bring him to my way, and we find something in the middle.
Okay. Do they understand like the utility, the value of branding?
More and more.
Okay.
More and more.
It's in development.
Like also some people, they don't understand at all. For them it's like a waste of money and time. So when I can see a customer react this way, I would say it's better we not work together, because if you don't understand why I'm here, so better to not use me. And sometimes it's a bit you have to say no. You cannot take all the clients, even if you need money like anyone else. You have to know when you want to say no.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's the same everywhere. In Greece it's the same. Like a huge percentage will not understand what you're doing. But I'm curious to see like if it's a bigger percentage here or not. Because when I'm working around, I can see the stores and I understand they don't really care. It's like only a few that do have some branding,
but
some
like
identity.
When I arrived 13 years ago, it was like even worse than that, of course. So they are changing their mind quite fast compared to France, I would say, for example. But when you are in France and you walk in the street and you see the shops, more of them, all of them, they have kind of a decent branding. Sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's just okay, but at least it's decent. Here is like no branding or like terrible branding. At some time you see a shop, you say, "Oh, that's nice. That's a nice logo. That's a nice font. That's nice." But takes time. And,
so it's even more amazing that you started so many years ago. It's awesome.
And so the way I start is, as you know, I work in my bar and the night industry. Also work in some bars and restaurants and nightclub as a manager. And then so I had the big contact book with a lot of people, and that's how it helps me to get my first clients. Plus,
so you made a connection through the bar
and all
through
stuff,
the rest of business. So
because when you work in this business, you talk a lot with people, you meet a lot of people. So that helped me first, and then these customers were happy, introduced me to another one, word to mouth.
That's the best way to build a clientele.
Plus, when just recently, about 2 years ago, just redone my website and all my social profiles, that's also helped me to get more customer. Because before it was like old dying website, lazy to update and difficult. So again, during COVID time, I say that's time to rebrand a bit, or at least just to brand a bit, to be more serious about the image. Everything. Okay. Just kept the best project of the past. And
okay, so now whatever you're posting is new?
Yes, now everything I will post is new. All the past stuff is already posted. So
okay, cool. I'm seeing you like Behance, you have so many. Instagram the same, so you are.
I mean, I probably don't use Behance and Dribble the way it should be used. And the way it should catch the view of the people. But I mean, I don't say I don't want people to see my work, but like for example, I have a rule is I will post 4 images per client. So of course, not all the clients are the same. You know, sometimes it's like a big international brand, and sometimes it's just the corner, the shop of at the corner of the street.
Yeah.
But I want for them to look all the same. Like I treat them, all of them the same way. So there will be 4 images of them showing on my portfolio and website.
Okay,
so
that's good.
All of them the same, same level.
Behance and everything, like the tools you have, it doesn't matter as long as it works for you.
Yeah, I mean, I could get more viewer. I hope to have more visit and more view like anyone who is posting, but I'm not doing it the way it should to get it.
Okay.
But I'm not willing to change yet. Because Behance is also a lot like sometimes some personal projects of people or some like they go really deep in one brand and put a lot of picture and a lot of mock-up. And so for me, it will be too complicated, a lot of time and resources to make it look like this. So I just use Behance a way like it's more or less a mirror of my website.
Yeah. So I feel the same way about YouTube, actually. I learn a lot of things that I need to do, but I'm not yet ready to start doing them, like just doing it for fun. But yeah, I would like to grow it. So definitely at some point I need to start doing those things.
Yeah, there is no secret.
Yeah.
If you want to, you have to.
Where do you get most of the like clients? Is it your website? Besides the word of mouth?
Beside the word of mouth, yes, the website. Sometimes from the referrals website. Like I think there is some website called Clutch.
Okay.
Clutch, and I don't know, because one day what I did is I write like a graphic design agency, creative agency.
Oh, and you find
and I look on Google, the website going first. And there, I think there was like 4, 5, or 6 kind of websites like this, when they say the best creative agency in Hanoi, the best blah, 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 blah. And I see it was like only referrals website. So I say, okay, I will create a profile on each of them with my company contact, website, email, blah, blah, blah. And I got quite a few requests from there. I was surprised.
That's clever. Yeah, I never thought about it. Because you can find a similar like for food and restaurants and stuff. So why not graphic designs? Okay, cool. So I guess like I remember like your projects look way better on your website than Behance. So if most people go there first, then it doesn't really matter if you don't spend the energy on Behance. Yeah,
but the thing is like I spend the energy on the website and basically I think now there is 5 social networks where I post. Yeah. Basically the same same image, same text. I just copy and paste.
If you change, it's like too much.
If I have to make each adapt for each social network and each specificity, that would be a lot of job. And unfortunately, I don't have time to rework on 10 years projects to remake them. Like
for sure.
That's a decision that I took, but I say at least on if people they go like I think there is Facebook, Instagram, so Behance, Dribble, and LinkedIn. Yeah. So if any of these people they go to see my profiles, they have all the project I have done. So it depends. So people they can check on their favorites.
Yeah, true. True. Yeah. I'm trying to also be in all of them, but at the same time, I understand I cannot like do a different thing for each one. I need to like copy paste. Yeah. Otherwise, like, it's crazy.
Sometimes I would just like wait a few months and then upload a round of projects.
Okay.
So I will not, when it's done, I will not post it straight away. So for example, I just did it last week. I have 5 projects to post, and I said, okay, 1 per day I will post. And then I wait until now. I think I have 4 or 5 more ongoing projects, which I will post in a few months.
I think that's the best way to do it, because you have like a bank of posts, and you just, because I don't do that, and I am like I'm gonna post like every day on Instagram for 3 months, and then I have like 6 months of nothing. So it's like weird.
Yeah, for me it's the same. Like I think the last time I post it was in November,
Okay.
And now this is July, so it was a while. And I got some notification, hey, you should post. Long time you haven't posted anything.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I know, but I also don't really care. I just do it because it has to be done. It gives you like the seriousness of the company, like the credibility. And I will not post every day. I will not share stories. I will not do all this kind of stuff. So that's why I say I want to be here so people they can find me.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spend energy on that because it's even myself personally, I don't use any social network as myself, apart from LinkedIn, because it's a bit different, I would think. But even there, I just don't post anything. It's just like people that can find me to see like my company is serious because someone behind is the director and stuff. But no Facebook, no Instagram, no personal stuff.
Okay.
I used to before, yeah. But I don't know. I think it's in a way it's destroying humanity. So
okay.
I think it's not good. Yes, looks like people they show themselves the way they are not. They try to show to everyone they have the best life than any other, and then when you look at them and you face them, you say, but you are not the guy I see on the Facebook. You are not him or you are not her. And it's people looks fake online. So so I prefer not to be involved in that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Especially Instagram, I think. Even if you don't use like
filters and changing the face shape and the eye.
Yeah, this is what I want to say. Like, even if you don't do that, you just when you shoot like 300 photos and you pick, it's like picking like the best part of your life.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fake also.
Yeah.
So
of course you will never post yourself when you're like sitting in the toilet and dirty and crying or whatever. We always put like a sunset on the beach and look, my life is amazing and yours is shit. So it's I decided, I think I quit Facebook around 3.5 years ago.
Okay.
3.5 years ago probably. And more and more people are quitting.
Yeah, and I don't know anyone using Facebook
now. Even
anymore.
you see they are like Instagram and I think Facebook too. They are hiding the number of likes.
Yeah.
So that's a step towards to that shows that this is toxic for people. And
at the same time, I feel that people need to understand that, like when you're using Instagram, that what you're seeing, you shouldn't feel like bad, or you should understand that I don't know, this is just to pass your time and it's not real, and it shouldn't affect your life that much.
Personally, it didn't affect me, but I was just for the people I knew online and offline. I don't have the feeling I see the same people, so I prefer to not see their online lives, and just focus on I know them like personally better. And also some people like they are sharing some political opinion or religion opinion, and I don't care, or they are sharing the what they are eating tonight or whatever stuff, like something I don't really care and I don't have time to waste for that. So the best solution is just to delete it and waste your time on something more useful.
So in the bar, what else did you use from that? You said you build a lot of connections through that. Did it help you like in the beginning, going later on to the design agency? Did you get any business skills from that, for example?
I get some business skill, like kind of managing my staff.
Okay.
Some ways like handling problem, like I was quite young when I got this business, and let's say it was almost my first job, more or less my first job, and straight away being owner of a business, so you don't go through all the class. But it was a small business with not so many employees. I got 3 at the time, so I was basically doing everything from cleaning to bartending, accounting, security, service. So I went through everything, so it helps me a lot.
You also learned Vietnamese. Was it through the bar?
Mostly through the bar, yeah.
Okay.
With especially my staffs, like some of them cannot speak English, so I have to speak Vietnamese.
Okay.
Then I think the most was when I was in the restaurants working as a manager there, and all the kitchen staff, like none of them can speak English, and so yeah, that helped me a lot. And then I also have a good friend at the time which was already talking Vietnamese, and we were hanging out a lot. And I was like, hey, this what you said, what it means, and what it means, and what it means, and asking him a lot, and remember step by step.
Yeah, because like having clients and not speaking Vietnamese will be like very difficult, I guess.
Yeah, almost impossible.
Yeah,
because I have quite a few customers they cannot speak English, so we do everything in Vietnamese from the first emails to when they share with me their projects, what they have in mind, what they want. So yeah, I have no issue doing that in Vietnamese, which is good, which is important if you want to. I think in any country you lived, you need to speak the language to understand what's going on around you and to interact with people.
Yeah. Otherwise, you are like a tourist all the time.
Yeah. Even speaking English is not enough. I mean, I used to speak English before coming to Vietnam.
Yeah.
But Vietnam, they don't speak that much English.
I don't feel it's very useful here.
Like, for example, the same in France, in France, people, they don't really speak English. Yeah. Very few of them. So wherever you are, it's better if you speak the local language.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, here, like only tourist place, and I noticed they speak English, but all the other places, nothing. So just pointing and Google translating. But it was, it was fun.
And speaking the language is something that makes you feel home.
Yeah.
Like, whatever is happening around me, I can understand what people are talking about, what they are doing.
Yeah. Do you have any stories that they speak like in front of you Vietnamese because they don't think you know? Because you don't look like a Vietnamese. So.
Something very funny. I was in Taiwan in the subway, and two Vietnamese guys. So obviously I didn't knew they were Vietnamese at the beginning. And so I see they are here and they look at me. And one guy say to the other, "Oh, look at this beard. You have a very big beard, amazing." And the guy looking at me, and then I replied to him, "Thank you," in Vietnamese. And the guy was like so shocked seeing a white guy speaking Vietnamese in Taiwan in a subway, So funny. But he could have said something bad. Maybe I could have gone mad, but say something nice, so it's cool.
I don't know, even if you say something bad, if you say like "thank you," it's fun story.
Or maybe I will swear to him, because of course that's the first things you learn when you learn a language is the slang, the bad word. So maybe I will have insulted. I don't know.
That will be also a fun story. Okay, cool. I'm seeing your new tattoos actually.
Yes, it looks
pretty cool.
It looks quite black.
Yeah.
It will fade away with the time and be more like the others.
You've got all of them here, I think you said? Or
yes, most of the all the one you can see is with the same guy. The same guy did almost all my body.
How many years is working on?
So basically the tattoo artist have the shop next to my bar at the time. So he come to see me, I come to see him, and I really like tattoo at that time. I have just a small one, like one here and one on my leg, and then one day I say, I want the full back. So he did my back.
Immediately the whole back?
Yes. And then after the shoulder, then the arm, then the underarm, and recently the hand.
Okay.
And
you still have the legs to go? To do?
It was really painful, I have to say. And the things with the tattoo is the more you do, the more you feel the pain. It's increasing every time you do tattoo. It's not something like your body gets used to. It's the opposite.
Okay.
So now I think I never use like the I don't know what to say in English now. I use the Vietnamese word. They say thuốc tê, which is the kind of the cream to make you
to protect it,
to make you not feel the pain.
Oh yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the English word actually. I remember the Greek one.
Okay, so basically it's a cream. You put it there. You leave it. I think it's about half an hour.
Okay.
And then when it's like basically make your skin not feel the pain.
Okay. Have you tried?
Not yet.
Okay.
But
yeah, I'm always wondering, does this really helps? I don't know.
It helps for the client, but it doesn't help for the tattoo artist because it makes your skin really hard. So the needle it doesn't penetrate really well the skin. So you have to go a bit deeper and more time. Because I also studied tattoo with this guy, and yeah, it was 5 years ago. I did like a full year of training with him. And then after that, I think I did about 100 tattoo to people.
Wow, okay.
But as I'm quite busy with graphic design and branding, so I put on the side. But I'm happy that's a skill I know now. Because
that's awesome actually.
And
you just like it and you learn it and then you don't need anymore.
And it's funny because this guy is a Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Chinese, and so both of us we are talking together in Vietnamese. So he's here for I think a bit longer than me. Already got Vietnamese wife and children, and so it was my friend. Then he became my master, as we say in the tattoo world. He's my teacher, my master, and now it's still doing tattoo for me time to time. If I still have some space left, which is...
Do you also have the front or just your back?
Front, I have here and here.
Okay.
Not here yet.
Okay, so you have still...
I think maybe by the end of my life, if I have a decent life, I might have the full body. Let's see.
Cool. Why not?
Yeah, no, I think when you do one, and I mean, I think for most of the people doing tattoo, it's kind of a drag, you know. You do one, and you want another one, and another one. But for me, it's maybe more extreme than other people.
Yeah, I don't know about me. I started here.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit in the front, a little bit on the back. But I need to continue it now.
Yes, and then after here, and then this arm looks full, but this arm looks empty. So I will do the other one.
Yeah.
It's always like this. You always want to add something to make it balance in a way you think. Sometimes just a detail to balance the other side. Sometimes I don't know. Yeah, it's. But I like it. I mean, I don't get bored. I think this hand is made about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I still like sometimes look at it, enjoy it.
Did you forget about it? Because even for me, I don't have it long enough. I'm like used to it. Like it's like part of me, so I don't even notice it anymore.
Yeah, of course. It's something I don't notice. I mean, now for the hands, I notice it a bit more.
Yeah,
it's brand new. It still hurts. But I'm sure in a month or two, it will be like, I was always like that.
Yeah. True. Did you have like a big motorcycle?
I used to have a bigger motorcycle. Now I just have like a scooter because actually in Vietnam, the streets are not like quite sleek and soft everywhere. There is some holes, some small streets. So that's the first reason why I get rid of the big bike. And second reason also is because there is a trunk. And in Vietnam, it's often raining. So it's good to have a trunk where you can put like your raincoat, your helmet, few stuff.
I also noticed
random stuff
with a scooter we're renting here. The trunk is so useful. You have everything there. It's
so useful. And,
normally I have it always on my backpack.
Yeah.
So it's like heavier.
Yeah.
But here you just dump everything in there. It's
so convenient.
And
also like as it's raining a lot, when you're on a scooter, your feet they are protected on the rain.
True.
When you have a big bike, your feet outside, and every month you throw away the pair of shoes and buy a new one because you destroy them.
True. Yeah.
So maybe the big bike is good for the nice day and when you want to go like around Hanoi, go out of the city a bit from some countryside road trip. Yeah. But when I did that, I just can't rent a bike for a few days.
It's very cheap here actually to rent.
Yes. So really affordable. So because if I just own a big bike and keep it there and never use it will be like maybe not start after a few months or a few weeks. I don't know. So
Okay.
Maybe in the future.
What did you use to ride?
It was a Honda Hornet.
Okay.
And quite it was quite nice. I miss her a bit. But the scooter is much more convenient.
It's also more convenient for inside the city.
Yes.
And so much traffic. Like I never drove like an automatic before.
Yeah.
And I realized like it's so convenient that I don't need to hold the clutch every 2 seconds.
My hand used to be that big just because it's clutch like this, but yeah.
Did you start driving here or did you use driving in France?
Actually, I start motorbike here. In France, I just have the car driving license.
Okay.
And when I arrive in Vietnam, Vietnam is really not adapted for cars.
Yeah.
So it's better to have a bike. And so the first day I rent the bike, I know how to drive bicycle, but bike I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I take the bike, and the first time I put the gas, boom, I went straight away in the car in front of me.
Oh no.
And the guy who rented me the bike was like,
oh no.
But now, now I think I can drive bike better than car probably.
Yeah.
Because a long time I haven't drive car.
So you never really noticed the difference, because I noticed the difference driving in Europe versus driving here.
Of course.
Which is different.
The thing is, in Europe, there is the rules. You follow the rules when you drive.
Yeah, I felt that I need to learn again the new rules here.
Yes, that's totally different rules.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you should never really pay attention of the color of the lights.
Yeah.
Red or green. You just pay attention if someone bigger than you is crossing it.
Yeah.
The rule here is the rule of the biggest. So the truck, they have a high priority.
Yeah.
The car, then the cars, then the bike, then the bicycle, and then the walking people.
Okay.
And whoever is bigger will pass. So they will know, they will look at you and they say, I'm bigger than you, so you will brake and you brake.
Okay.
That's the rule.
Okay, yeah.
And actually, of course, there is a lot of accident here, but people are not driving fast. It's between 30 to 40 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, in the beginning, I just tried to follow everyone else. Like being between other motorcycles, especially in the roundabouts and stuff like that, because they're all going like at the same time.
You don't know.
So just having 2 people to protect me from the side and just follow them. But now I think I got used to it. Yeah,
and like I said, you're not going fast, so it's easy to follow the flow.
Yeah, exactly. I actually like it now. I'm gonna miss doing like U-turns everywhere, like whenever I want. I just beep and I just turn around. It's like, okay.
And sometimes the crossing a street when you're walking, it's a kind of experience here.
Yeah.
What you need to do is you need to walk, and you need to walk slowly and follow a flow. And when people are coming with a bike, they will see the speed you're walking. So they will decide if they go behind you or if they go in front of you.
Yeah.
And when I see tourists, like they are here, coming in, out, back, front, and that's very dangerous.
Exactly.
Because the guy in motorbike cannot anticipate if you can go in front or the back. So if you just follow flow and not run, you have no problem crossing anywhere.
Yeah. I remember in the beginning when we came, I already knew that, but still I had the instinct of not going back, but going a little bit slower and slower and slower until I stop and then go through. So I was in the middle of the road just stopping. And now when I'm driving, I see tourists going back and forth. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like I was like 1 month ago like this. So
yeah. But I got 2 accidents.
Okay.
But by my own, not with anyone at the time. But
does the first one count, going straight to the car?
No, this one is not really an accident. It was like just starting the bike, and because actually it was not automatic, it was manual.
Yeah.
And the first step is like the motorbike is really reactive.
Yeah.
So they didn't tell me you need to start with number 2.
Yeah.
You don't start at number 1 because the air of the bike is crazy. But
okay, so it was like a small incident.
One accident is a raining day. And the road was shitty, and I was driving a bit fast.
Okay.
So the bike went being like up, down, bumping, and I crashed into a bike pack like this. So I pack one and on the bike, ting, 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 ting. Then the people go out, they like so pissed off. So I give them a bit of money and I run away.
Oh no!
Yeah,
reminds me of the movies with
they will not kill you, but you need to get out of there very fast. You give the money and you go. That's it. And the second one, it was also by myself. I also raining and I slide on the white line and fell down on the kind of street. It was grass on the side.
Okay.
So not that a big deal.
Okay. But you're still fine.
Still fine.
Yeah, when it's raining so hard. It's so difficult to ride here. Yes. And I didn't ask you actually about DJing.
Oh.
Yeah, if you want to talk a little bit about that, because I know you played for with some big names and for
true.
thousands of people. So
yes, true. So I knew someone who liked my music, and then this guy ended up to organize some festivals. So I used to play with some big name of top 100 DJs, also big names of underground scene, and. Yeah, that's but now for me DJing is more like a passion, more than an occupation. I mean, I have probably as much skill as DJing as I have in design today, but it's more difficult to find your place here. And sometimes I'm feeling people they are trying in the DJ world. They are not helping each other. They are trying to block each other to take the best spots. And so it's more difficult to find a way. And I used to produce something I don't do for many years now. And I think nowadays if DJ they want to go out, be out of the crowd, to be above, they need to produce to have something like different. So maybe I will go back to producing one day, sooner or later, when I will have maybe less design. I mean, something I still open now for the moment. I really focus on design, but maybe in the next few years, I will try to focus more again on the music.
Nice. Yeah, I remember you said before even coming here, you already signed with some labels and stuff.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So yeah, I was kind of in the good direction with the music there when I was back in France. But when I ran in Vietnam, the music style was really like... really bad. Really bad, really in the past. And now they just recently kind of start to play decent music in few places. Okay. So step by step is slowly coming. And hopefully in a few more years it's going to be even better.
Maybe, I think also that's beneficial to you, either in music, either in design, like you're a little bit further ahead. So you can kind of predict what's going to come later on. I don't know if it's helpful with the design agency.
I think it might probably help, Okay. And even in terms of music, the music I used to play here 10 years ago is the music who now starts to play in some new nightclubs opening and stuff. Even for the design, the things I've done, and now sometimes I see I don't want to say I influence the design world in Vietnam or anything, but I can see the difference before and now. And because some of design I have done, they were quite widely spread, especially when I've done some design for big festivals or for some big brands. And then you see, I saw a before and after be compared to a few designs. So it's interesting.
How many design agencies are right now in Hanoi, for example?
To be honest, I have no idea. I think I can probably count 4 or 5 that I can find on internet.
That's not a lot. So
there is maybe a lot of independent artists, of course. But the one I can find on Google and when I search for graphic agency Hanoi, I would say about 5.
Okay, so that's not a lot.
That's not a lot. I don't know how many agencies there is in cities in Europe and stuff. I have. So that's interesting.
It's kind of, I don't know. It's good for you, I guess. You can be a name. Wait, you're here. than in other countries if you don't have so much.
Yeah, of course. I think all the things I have done here, I could have done because of the experience I used to have from Europe before, and coming here, like bringing some new stuff.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
If I used to stay in Europe, maybe I would have never played in this big festival. Maybe I would have never have my own company, or maybe yes. I don't know.
Give you some opportunities. Yeah,
I don't know.
Do you remember maybe how many agencies were when you started?
I don't know.
Because if it's 5 right now, then 7 years ago, how many there were?
Maybe 1 or 2, as I found on internet. But
okay, wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not also. I don't know if it's good or wrong. I'm not really looking at what others are doing.
Yeah,
my competitors, and I see sometimes I saw like. One competitor have done a design that I received the design request. Then I sent back the quotation, and they never got an answer. And I see this project was done by another company.
Oh, okay.
But apart from that, not.
Okay.
I mean, the creative agency in Hanoi, they are not big names. Even myself, we are not big creative agency, worldwide famous. But in Ho Chi Minh City, there is, I think, at least 2. Which are like quite good and quite popular, even in the international scene.
Okay.
Because Ho Chi Minh City is like the economic capital of Vietnam, where Hanoi is just like the politic capital. So most of the stuff are happening in Ho Chi Minh City.
So I don't know if we can talk about that company. So I'm not going to tell their name, but you signed. I think a contract with them, so it's like one of the big international countries that we
correct.
normally have, like in Europe, US.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this is like maybe a top 500 Fortune company, and quite excited, quite happy. So still under signing contract. I mean, everything is settled. It's just like paperwork deal. But yeah, that's. Quite proud to have this contract. They were looking for a supplier in Vietnam, and we were the one they choose. So, looking forward to share with the.
Okay, people should check you out on social media. Maybe they will see what's the company later on.
Yeah. When I will do a design for them, it will take about 1 year until they release the product. So. It will come quite late in the portfolio.
You need to wait for them to release first. Yeah, that makes sense.
The same way, like for example, I've done a contest for DKNY, which is a fashion brand, quite popular in the US and Europe. And I won a contest. It was 1.5 years ago.
Okay.
They haven't posted yet, so I cannot
use it.
Yeah, I cannot use it yet. So.
That's very annoying.
Yeah, like I can't wait to share it, but I have to.
Yeah, I had the same issue with Netflix. Normally, we didn't have any. They didn't say even 1 year or something. Normally, I couldn't share it, but yeah, I think after 1.5 years, we took permission to start sharing and talking about it.
But even if the movie is already released,
so now that's the deal. If it's released, we can talk about it.
Okay.
But before we even
if it's released, you cannot.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's bad because our company is some small medium company. When you get a big name working for you, you cannot wait to share it to show that you can work for for big companies, and then you can't. So sometimes it's a bit annoying.
Where people can find you? Where's the best place to find you? If you want
online or offline?
Online, yeah.
Online, the best way is our company website or any kind of the social network. But the best way to work for me today still is by email.
Okay.
So I know there is a lot of way you can Messenger, iMessage, or WhatsApp or whatever. But email is still for me the best, as you can plan, you can write something big and take your time, take several days if you need to write it. And then when you receive it, for you it's the same. You have several time to read it read it, and you can take your time to reply. When you work like this as instant message, sometimes you have message from your colleague, from your family, from your friend, from the client, and people are talking and mixing the conversation of the groups, and for me, like it's really a pain in the in the it's a pain. So email is still the best.
Okay, so I will have all the links
When
down below.
even when with my staff, I still prefer to work with email because I want them to take the time to write it properly and to prepare. And if there is some small details, some stuff, I would text. But even if it's a feedback, I still prefer to send them a proper feedback email with bullet points. And they can keep it and I have it under their eyes. It's not like if I send them, and do me that, and another message, and that.
I think it's also easier to find.
Get lost.
Like after a month, scrolling back to the message we sent, you cannot do that. But with email,
easy.
I can just search and find it. It's way easier.
Like one task will be one email, and so you can find it and reply to that. Still, for me, the best.
Cool. So I will have the links and your email, everything in the description.
All right.
Your website with the music, so people can go and listen to it.
Sure.
One last thing that I do with everyone is to ask 3 fast questions.
Okay.
So you can answer with whatever pops in your mind.
Okay.
So the first one is like the best Vietnamese dish, like food everyone should try.
Bún bò Nam Bộ.
I don't know what this is.
It's like bún, so it's like rice noodles.
Okay.
With beef. Nuts, salad, and some more stuff, and it's in a bowl. It's very tasty.
Okay. Do you have like it's not like a soup? It's just in the bowl.
It's not a full soup, but there is the nuoc mam sauce, like the fish sauce on the bottom, which is a sweet one.
Yes.
And so you mix it and give the taste.
Okay. Oh man, I should try it. I think I haven't tried it.
Yeah, you should definitely try it.
Okay. Also, the second one is a random thing that you are very good at. Maybe like not like design or
not DJ.
Like something maybe most people don't know. But something random that you're very good at.
I can do haircut.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Men haircut only.
Nice.
Not really good, but I can do that.
Man, I should tell you to because I'm used to have very short hair and now I'm
want to make it grow?
No, I feel it's very
long.
Yeah. I know it's not, but I feel like
because I have 2 good friends who study hairdresser. So I used to they used to teach me some stuff.
Okay.
And I also cut my hair by myself.
Okay.
And also my hair, but obviously it's the easy.
Okay, nice. And last one, what is another underestimated skill that everyone should learn?
One thing that should be in school and should be like mandatory is coding.
Oh, okay.
I think that's probably the future. Like they should really teach everyone to code. That's something, unfortunately, I don't know how to do. But today, when you know how to code, you can basically create anything. So that's something.
Yeah, never thought about it.
Anybody should know how to code.
That's good. Yeah. I think I tried a little bit, but it's
the same. I tried.
Very difficult. You need to study a lot. So
you need to study, and it's basically learning a new language.
Yeah.
And every kind of coding is its own kind of language.
So too many languages. So how many languages are you speaking? French, English, Vietnamese?
And a bit of Spanish.
And Spanish.
But I used to be better at Spanish, but now since I moved in Asia, I almost not talking. So.
Okay.
But if I go back to Spain in a few weeks, I'm sure we go back pretty quickly as it's quite close to French. So.
Okay. Nice. So almost 4.
Almost.
Well, man, thank you so much for being in the podcast.
My pleasure.
Really nice coming here in Vietnam, meeting you, and also doing a podcast. It's amazing.
Special thanks to Florian.
Yeah. If you don't know who Florian is, I will have the link for his podcast, so go check it out. Thank you so much, man. It was a pleasure.
All right.